You may have noticed that the price of 4K TVs has been dropping lately. At this point, you're more likely to find a 4K TV at a reasonable price than any other type. This is great news for people who want to buy a 4K TV, but it also means that 1080p and HD TVs are now even cheaper. It's not a bad idea to think about getting a good gaming TV so that you can play your favorite PS5, Xbox Series, or PC games on a big screen. There are a lot of reasonably priced gaming TVs and even some 4K TVs on the market right now. But not all TVs in this price range will be as good for playing games as the ones you find. If you buy a cheap TV at random, you might find that it has a lot of input lag, which can make a game feel like it can't be played. On the other hand, you might find that turning on the TV's game mode undoes the processing that made its images look good even when it wasn't being used for gaming. This would be a disappointing result. You don't have to worry about that though, because we've put together a list of TVs that can show your games and are available at a range of prices that won't break the bank. TCL 55-inch Smart TV Class 5 Series 4K QLED. TCL is trying to win with their low-cost 55-inch TV. Class 5 Series TV is great for watching your favorite TV shows and movies, and also for playing video games. This display can be bought for less than $500. It has 4 HDMI 2.1 ports, VRR support, and an auto game mode. All of these features work together to let you play your favorite games with the smoothest movement and clearest graphics possible. Many high-end 4K TVs don't have the 120Hz refresh rate, which is too bad, but playing games at 60 frames per second in 4K should still be fun. What will really draw you to this TV is its screen. It has a TCL QLED screen, which gives it rich, true colors and makes HDR content stand out. Full array local dimming is included, which, for the price, might be the most surprising thing. There are 30 zones, and each one has the potential to make a big difference in the contrast by letting some parts of the screen stay dark and other bright parts stay visible. Hisense U8H. The 55-inch 4K display from Hisense isn't the cheapest, but if you want a gaming TV that doesn't make you look at each pixel too closely, it's a great option to consider. Quantum Dot technology gives you access to a wider range of colors, and Hisense takes it a step further by giving you 336 full-array local dimming zones. This indicates that you will be treated to a screen that has a remarkable contrast range, with deep blacks and highlights blazing up to a dazzling 1500 nits. As a result, HDR material will really stand out on this screen. The Hisense U8 native G's refresh rate of 120 Hz and vertical response rate of 1000 CD per M2 make gaming on it very smooth and free of jitters. You could take things to the next level by buying a Game Mode Pro. When compatible devices are connected to the TV, it will automatically change the picture settings. This will let you play without stopping and with low lag. Even better, there are 2 HDMI 2.1 ports where both the Xbox Series X and PS5 can be plugged in. This makes it very easy to use all of the great gaming features. Vizio 43-inch smart television with a Class V Series 4K HDR display. If you're willing to give up the size of the screen and a few features, you should be able to find a 4K gaming TV that fits your budget. In general, 4K gaming TVs are more expensive than other types. The 43-inch Vizio V-Series TV is a good choice because it meets a high-quality standard while costing much less than you might expect. With this TV, which costs a little less than $330, you'll get a screen that's a decent size and a 4K picture that looks great. Full-array LED backlighting is used on the screen of this Vizio V-Series TV, which can help keep the brightness of the screen even. This means that the screen won't have any corners or edges that are too bright. Also, the screen works with a wide range of HDR formats, including HDR10+, which is the standard in the industry, and Dolby Vision. This TV is also great for gaming because it has a variable refresh rate that helps get rid of tearing in games, and an auto game mode that reduces input lag to make the experience even more responsive. This TV is great for gaming because it has both of these features. LG 65 WebOS Smart TV from the Class NanoCell 75UQA series. As a general rule, the price goes up in the same way that the size of the screen does. To get the most out of your gaming setup, you might find that you sometimes need more space on the screen. The LG 65-inch NanoCell 75UQA TV is a good thing because it makes a big screen more accessible. For just under $800, you can get a picture resolution of 4K, which lets you make the most of a 65-inch screen. If you don't have access to 4K content, the built-in quad-core processor and ThinQ AI from LG will upscale lower-resolution video to 4K standards. It has more than just resolution because the panel uses dithering to get a 10-bit color depth and nanoparticles to filter that color. This makes for a bright image that works well with high dynamic range, or HDR. There's a good chance you're interested in how the LG NanoCell 75UQA works for games, and LG has you covered. You can change all of your game settings, including the frame rate per second, with the built-in Game Optimizer. Also, you can quickly switch it to Auto Low Latency mode, which will make sure that your controls stay very responsive. Even if you don't have VRR, which would help reduce screen tearing, you can still play HDR games at a high frame rate on this display. With GeForce Now and Stadia, it can even be used to play games in the cloud. Vizio 65-inch M-Series MQ6. The Vizio M-Series MQ6 is evidence that you do not need to spend hundreds of dollars on a television in order to obtain a model that has local dimming capabilities. You're not only provided with a huge screen of 65 inches that supports 4K resolution, but there's also a full-array LED backlight that features active pixel tuning. You will experience superior contrast and brightness, which will bring about blacks that are very deep and highlights that are quite dazzling. The picture quality is improved even further by Quantum Color, which produces hues that are vibrant and vivid and is suited for high dynamic range or HDR formats like Dolby Vision and HDR10+. For next-generation gaming, you won't be able to go over 60 Hz on this 4K monitor, but it does support FreeSync, which lets you avoid screen tearing even when your gaming rig occasionally drops below 60 frames per second. In addition, when connected to PCs or consoles that are compatible with this TV, the Auto Game Mode will activate, allowing you to respond more quickly to any event that occurs. This is made possible by the TV's low input lag and optimal visual settings. You can even take advantage of all that cutting-edge technology on numerous devices thanks to the inclusion of 3 HDMI 2.1 connectors. Samsung 43-inch, the TU7000 class of smart 4K TVs. With the 43-inch TU7000, Samsung is making it even easier for people to buy cheap 4K TVs. This model is only $300, but it has a large screen with a high resolution that is all the rage right now because of how sharp it is. The 4K resolution is nice, but a good TV goes even further by supporting HDR. This model supports HDR10+, which makes the quality even better. The TV's Auto Game Mode is also set up and ready to go, so you can play your games with minimal input latency and very fast response times. Thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned for more.